Hi, and welcome to Athena Insights. My name's Linda Murray. I'm the founder, speaker, trainer, and executive coach at Athena Coaching and Athena Leadership Academy. There's no doubt about it that transitioning from worker to leader, or even manager to leader, can be really difficult. In this video, I'm going to talk about making the transition from worker to leader and the steps you can implement now to make the change less stressful. We're all creatures of habit. So trying anything new takes focus and commitment, right? Whether you've risen through the ranks to be promoted into a leadership position, or maybe you founded a company yourself, it's tempting to keep doing what you've always done and just do all the work yourself. The challenge with that is we can't possibly do it all. Another challenge is that more and more businesses are embracing a flatter organisational structure. So this means that you might need to collaborate with people across many departments, even if you have no official authority over these individuals. Yet in order to achieve the outcomes you need, you're going to have to bring that group together. So regardless of your official rank and position, it can be really difficult to manage the adjustments in the status of your relationships from when you go from being a co-worker or peer of people to suddenly being their boss. What are the disadvantages of continuing as chief worker bee? Despite the challenges, it's absolutely necessary for your personal and professional success that you embrace change and transform yourself from worker to leader. Resisting the change can really bring you unstuck professionally. Here are some of the classic mistakes that I most commonly see new leaders make. First of all, there simply isn't enough time in the day to do everything. So refusing to delegate and continuing to try and do all the work yourself massively increases your chances of burnout. And it doesn't matter who you are, it's impossible to be a great leader when you're run down and burnt out. Another one is that I'm yet to meet anyone who actually loves working for a control freak or a micromanager. So in not letting go, you're actually running the risk of frustrating and really demeaning your co-workers. This will make it way more difficult to get them to buy in and invest their time and talents, helping you to innovate and achieve your goals and expectations. Many new leaders stay solely focused on deadlines, details, and micromanagement, with a lack of that outward focus on the strategic planning and vision and growth. The result? Missed opportunities, loss of competitive edge, and a weakened organisation. As a worker, your success has always been measured on your ability to get stuff done, to put ticks in boxes. As a leader, you need to make that shift from doing to being. Paint the vision, empower your team with that vision, really inspire them to follow you. So be, rather than rolling up your sleeves and do. Last but certainly not least, as a new leader, you're truly stepping into your full potential. And are you able to do that and role model disempowered behaviours while embracing the role of a leader? So how do you make that transition from worker to leader successfully? Well, the great news is that you can start making changes right now, even if you've been in a leadership position for quite some time. The first step is to delegate. As you make the transition from worker to leader, or even manager to leader, you simply must stop doing everything yourself and learn to delegate. As a leader, you're not there to do all the work. Your role is to give everyone a clear purpose by defining and inspiring with the vision, the core values, and the future goals of the organisation. As Simon Sinek says, a leader's job is not to do the work for others, it's to help others figure out how to do it themselves, to get things done, and to succeed beyond what they thought was possible. To do this, you must communicate the vision for the business and inspire others to want to achieve that vision. Help your team to understand what's in it for them, to help them truly buy into that vision. I love the story of when JFK visited NASA headquarters back in the early 60s. He saw a janitor mopping up the floor and asked, "What do you do?" And the janitor's response, "I'm helping put a man on the moon." The more your team understand their role in the big picture, the easier they're going to be to lead. So learn to match tasks with talents and skills. In order to delegate effectively, you've got to take the time to know the individual skills and talents of your people. Then, where possible, let's match those people with the task that they can actually excel at. There are loads of great resources I can share with you to assist in that process, so just reach out if you'd like to know more. Another really simple, easy way, simply ask your people what they love to do. Giving your team the opportunity to improve their skills through training, coaching, and other experiences are great ways to improve their efficiency and accuracy, but it's also really good to keep them engaged and feeling valued. It also shows that you respect them as individuals, and by helping your people to grow, of course, they'll be more inclined to invest their time and effort into helping you and your company achieve the vision. The result, massive boost in productivity, creativity, innovation, and of course the results that you're looking for. The second step in the transition from worker to leader is respect. As you transform, it's important that you earn the respect of your team by showing them respect. Respect can't be bought, and it doesn't come with a title or a promotion. It has to be earned. Successful leaders make sure that there's a healthy balance of mutual respect between them and their people. Each trusts the other to look after one another's interests and the long-term interests of the company. Part of earning respect is taking the time to actually establish proper boundaries and letting others know what you expect of them. Be polite but professional. While it's important to maintain friendly relationships, I really encourage you to avoid the traditional water cooler gossip sessions. The leader sets the tone in the business, so it's essential that you role model the behaviours that you'd like to see in the others. So while you still want to show interest in your former peers and remain authentic, it's important to clearly define the boundaries of this new relationship that you've got. Say no to favouritism. Be really careful not to let confidential information slip when chatting with your former peers. And don't play favourites when assigning tasks and holding individuals accountable for performance. It's a really quick and easy way to lose the respect of other people, but also to divide the team. So be warm, polite, but professional as you begin to lead your team. If you continue to socialise outside work, make sure you don't discuss work-related topics when you're out socialising. Again, this will help reinforce those boundaries that you're setting. Seek out role models and mentors. As you embrace your leadership role, seek out other leaders so that you can leverage their wealth of experience and leadership skills. Doing so will give you the support and guidance you need to hone your new leadership skills as well. Also, find 1 or 2 people who can act as a sounding board for new ideas. These people often become valuable contacts who might share news of opportunities or trends with you, and vice versa. I'm a big believer that success is largely who you know, not what you know. Obviously, there's a whole lot of what that you need to know in order to do your role well, but it's who you know that will truly fast-track that journey for you. The third step is to listen. One mistake I see many new leaders make is they fail to listen to their employees. Many new leaders fall into that trap of thinking that they should know everything, or at least they should pretend that they know everything. It's not a sign of weakness to seek the input and advice from your team. I actually think it's a strength. So when you seek to lead others, help them help you. Often they have great ideas on what would make their role easier or how things can be done better in the organisation. The people on the front lines of your organisation often have the best insights to what's working, what's not, what can we do differently. So seek their advice and consider their input before implementing change. The fourth step in the transition is to motivate. Leadership isn't just about getting work done through others and working effectively as a team. True leadership is about inspiring people to take chances and to challenge them to grow and to be better than they already are. Be open and embrace change. Be open with your people, encourage them to try new things and to seek out ways to improve processes and their own productivity. Let your people know that it's okay to make mistakes and empower them to accept responsibility and learn from that. I'd never think of right versus wrong. Instead, create a culture of right versus learn. Trust your team. Empower your people. When your team feel empowered to give things a go, amazing ideas and improvements happen. Your team also feel like a valuable part of the overall business results. Encourage them to make changes that will improve the company's reputation and profitability. Now, probably most importantly, don't forget to reward and recognise. We've all had that experience where you've worked your butt off to complete something. Blood, sweat, tears, the lot, to get the project over the line, and in the end, nothing. Everyone likes to be acknowledged and appreciated and feel as though they've been making a really positive difference. So take the time to notice your team and notice what a good job they're doing and openly praise and thank them for their hard work and results. One tip here, though, is make sure you reward and recognise in the way that that particular person would enjoy it. See, for some people, public recognition is amazing. For others, that is the idea of hell and feels more like a punishment than a reward. So know your team and take the time and consideration to work out how they would like to be acknowledged. The transition to being a leader won't happen overnight, and you're bound to come up against some challenges. But that's great because they're all fantastic learning opportunities. Inspired leadership isn't learned from a book. You need to try, observe, get feedback, adapt, try again. Take the time to focus on these areas. They will enable you to transform from worker bee to an exceptional leader. Do you have a topic that you'd love to hear more about? Post it in the comments below. And don't forget to stay in touch and subscribe to Athena Insights right now. Until next time, here's to your success.